Airsoft Nation, it's Preacher from Toast Airsoft. Today we're going to be doing a review and unboxing of the ICS M1 Garand. I picked this up from Airsoft Megastore about a week ago for $430, I believe. It's decently expensive, but when you get it, it comes in this cardboard, actually pretty well made cardboard, I must say, box. It's pretty elaborate and has a lot of color on it. It's a lot different from other airsoft gun boxes that are just brown cardboard, where if it gets wet, everything is fucked. Sorry if I sound a bit nasally, I do have a cold, but when you open this up, you have the gun, loader, magazine, and a bag of ICS brand in-box BBs. Now then, me being me, I don't trust, in-box BBs, even if it is ICS. I just don't trust them. But you do get 2 fuses, which is good. I mean, I'm not a gun tech, I wouldn't know how to install these at all. But if you're a gun tech and you know how to install them, you blow a fuse in them, that's good. I just pay someone to do it. So that's those. You get ICS being the kind people they are, they include a spare magazine. I'll go into more depth with the magazine later. And you get this archaic speed loader. To be completely honest, I don't use this thing. I use a regular speed loader. I find it a much quicker way of loading the gun than loading each BB into this cylinder and then shoving this rod through loading all the BBs. That's just me. You might have a different approach to it. But then you have the gun. Let's go into a little bit about the real steel variant of this gun. As you can see, I've already electrical taped the tip. But let's get into a little bit of real steel information. So the actual M1 Garand was fielded originally in 1936 and saw service up until the time around the Vietnam War, where it kind of just became a sniper rifle, the M1C variant. But it saw most of its when it was in service. It saw most of its use in World War II and the Korean War. It fired a 30-06 round, from an M block magazine inserted through the top. Sorry, my head's a bit groggy, cold, but that's basically the real steel variant, and it is one of the best rifles ever made, and that's not opinion, that is fact. You can argue in the comments about other rifles, but this is the best rifle ever made in my opinion. So let's get into the airsoft version. We're going to review this top to bottom. So you look and you have actual official trades. I thought that this would say Springfield. I actually just found out yesterday that says Springdale. I don't know why, but other than that, the rest of this is correct. U.S. rifle, caliber 30. I don't know, it might have actually said Springdale, though I'm used to seeing Springfield Armory. Then you have this, unique serial number. The iron, has iron sights. Remember, this gun is from World War II, so you're not going to be seeing too many, attachments unless you want to modify it. I don't know why you'd ever want to do that to this beautiful gun. Right now, I am trying to get a. There we go. That's my camera focus. So that's what it's like aiming down. Iron sights. They're actually pretty good. You can also adjust for distance and windage. It moves moves on a slider a little bit. But hold on, if my camera will focus. You can see these little notches and a line here. You just line those up. I don't really find it too useful in airsoft because airsoft BBs are very light compared to a 30-06 round, and they are affected a lot more by windage and gravity and such. But yeah, so now then, this everyone I've read the comments of multiple videos about this gun, and people are very disappointed that it's not loaded from the top. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. It makes the gun more skirmishable, though for those of you who want more realism or are reenactors, you might want to go with the Marushan one. But when you pull the slide back, you have the functioning hop up, which is you turn left for hop, turn right for no hop. I have this on no hop. That's just me. You might want a little bit more hop to your BB. See how that slide back? But if you don't want to be holding this, you have the mag release and bolt catch, so you can easily go in there and move the hop up around. So you just release that, and to be honest, it has some of the as by far the best bolt clicking sound, bolt rack noise that I've ever heard in an airsoft gun. I don't know how it'll sound through an iPhone mic, but listen, that's fantastic. But you see, I would take the magazine out, but the thing is that's impossible to do with one hand as I'm holding my iPhone. But yeah, this is, as I said, the functioning, bolt catch and mag release. You press this and then pull out the mag. It's a bit difficult, you have to get used to pulling out a mag that's pretty much flush with the wood. Now then, on the bottom of the gun, you have a front, a vertical sling, swivel sling, and a fixed rear sling on the stock. Now then, it also has this, this little thing here. It's stack swivel. That if you and two other friends have M1 Grands, you can stack them in a TP-like fashion. So that's a cool little feature. I mean, that was also on the real M1. And then you have this bayonet lug here that you could fix a M1 bayonet on. Sadly, you cannot fix the real steel one due to the fact that, one, it's a real bayonet, and I have one. I tried fixing it for shits and giggles just to see if it would work, and it did not fit on. The ring did not go through the barrel. Whatever. But yeah, it didn't fit on there. You'd have to probably get a custom-made polymer one if you actually want to do bayonet charges in airsoft, which I've seen. They are actually pretty terrifying, But then also, a cool little feature they added this that is not in the new G&G version is, if you look there, just like in the real M1 Garand, everything moves when you pull back the bolt. Now then, let's get to the finish itself. The wood finish is I actually really like the finish on this gun. It's not the classic linseed oil finish that you would find on a real M1. It's more of a modern varnish or polyurethane, I'm guessing, because it was very sticky. I've worked with polyurethane, and that shit is difficult to get off your hands. And when you pull out of the box, I wrote that, just had, ran out of memory. I had to delete some stuff on the iPhone, but, as I said, finish pretty sticky sometimes, especially when your hands are sweaty. But yeah, so going into the internals, the gun, it has a pretty powerful spring in it because this thing fires 395 with .28s in it. You are not allowed to use this at any CQB field. Outdoor, you could get it registered as a sniper rifle. You could go in as a sniper and use this as your sniper rifle. And the magazine holds, around 42 rounds. And then obviously BBs fall out. People complain that too many BBs fall out, but I haven't really had that problem. But, you have basically average ICS internals, which are pretty good internals. From what I've heard, I'm not a gun tech. I know very little about internals. I'm more of an externals kind of guy. But, I heard that they're separated into two different halves. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, that's pretty much the ICS M1 Garand. It's a very solid gun. I like it. It goes in my kit. I run a World War II Paratrooper US kit. They don't have a wire stock M1 carbine out just yet. I believe King Arms is working on that, and I like King Arms. King Arms is a solid company. Their PDW is absolutely amazing. The Thompson is also pretty good. I'll be doing a review on that later. But yeah, safety's here as well. But that's pretty much the ICS M1 Garand in a nutshell. Pretty average gun, very akin to the M14 due to the fact that this is basically, the M14 is basically the, M1 Garand BAR, and for some reason, from what I've heard, the M1 Carbine all combined into one gun. But yeah, sorry about the video cutting out earlier. As I said, ran out of memory, had to go delete some stuff, but yeah, that's pretty much ICS M1 Garand. If you like this video, go down and hit like. If you want to subscribe to see more Airsoft content, we will be having live action videos of Airsoft up at some point when we get a team together and we find out who has a GoPro and who doesn't. We're a relatively new team, Toast Tactical Operations Airsoft team. But yeah, we'll have live action videos, we'll have gear reviews, kit reviews, etc., etc. I plan on doing a kit review very soon, and a review of the Thompson is definitely going to be up at some point. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.